In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the HP 8 G2 Android tablet. So let's get to it. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I already have an HP Android tablet, and that's the HP 7 right here. But this HP 7 is running an Intel processor, and it's only running Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. So I don't think it's going to be getting any updates, so I thought now would be a good time to update or upgrade my tablet. So I went to the HP website and took advantage of a deal they had for Black Friday. And one of those deals was getting this tablet in the box here, the HP 8 G2 tablet. Now this is an Android tablet running KitKat, and it normally retails for $149.99, so $150. But for Black Friday, I got this tablet for $99, and I also got the HP Executive Capacitive Stylus, which has a $19.99 value, a $20 value. I got that for free as well. And that came in a separate package, so I'm going to have to unbox that at the end of this video. So, as you could probably guess, the HP 7 tablet is a 7-inch tablet. The HP 8 G2 in here is an 8-inch tablet. And it actually has the 4:3 aspect ratio that you find on iPads. Personally, I'm okay with both the 16:10 aspect ratio and the 4:3 aspect ratio. I don't have a personal preference on that. Now, what attracted me to this device was the price. Of course, I got a good deal on it. I'm not quite sure if I would spend $150 on this device, but I definitely and obviously did spend $100 on the device. Also, what I like about it is that it's running Android 4.2.2 KitKat. Now, obviously, Android is up to 5.0 Lollipop at this point, and this device might not get the upgrade, but I'm really not that concerned with it, because I'll probably end up keeping it for a year, and then I'll get something new next year. Now, for me, the perfect price point for a tablet is $100. Now, for some people that would work, and for some people that would not work. Now, the reason it works for me is that I'm not a heavy user when it comes to tablets. If I'm going to do heavy computing work, I'm pulling out a laptop, I'm going to sit my butt down next to my desktop. Those are my powerhouse devices, and that's where I get my major computing done. So a tablet fits into my needs as a quick reference device. Something where I don't want to have my phone with me at all times, but something that I can access easily to look up something very quickly. And of course to play maybe Words with Friends or whatever app I might be into at that particular time. So for me, a tablet is not a device I'm going to spend a lot of money on. I want something that's inexpensive but also functional. And if the HP 7 tablet is any indication, this tablet should be not only affordable, but functional. So, enough with the jibber-jabber. Let's get into the unboxing. So let me grab my trusty cutter here, and let's get this thing open. Now, this is in an oversized or an overpacked box here, so I expect there to be a small box within a box situation here. Let's get this paper out of here. Actually, let's just grab the tablet out of here. So here we go, HP 8 G2, Generation 2 most likely. And that's a representation of what the tablet looks like. On the back, I put a post-it here because that's where the serial number and all that good stuff is. So let me grab my trusty cutter again, and let's break the seal on this. There we go, we got a little padded top there. Quick start guide, I don't think I really need that, but I can reference that if I need to. Here's the tablet itself. It is a silver tablet as opposed to the white that I had with the HP 7. And it's a good size. I don't know how it exactly compares to an iPad mini, but I would imagine pretty much the same size. It has the same aspect ratio. But let's put that to the side. We'll get to that, back to that in a second, and let's see what else is in the box here. So we have the USB cord here and the charging brick here. Now the charging brick looks identical to the HP Stream 7 tablet, and you'd imagine that they pretty much have the same bricks for both devices. And your USB cord is a generic micro USB cord here. Then you also get some documentation down below. And let's get this thing out of the plastic here. So let's peel off the plastic on the front here. Nice and shiny and brand new. Again, an 8-inch screen here with the 4:3 aspect ratio. Now up front you have your Hewlett-Packard branding down here, spelled out actually. There you go, you can see it there. And up top you have your front-facing camera. You have a black bezel, and then around that you have your silver edges. Let's flip this around, and looks like there's some plastic on the back here. Let's pull that off. So the back appears to be a metal with your HP branding here, and then your FCC information down here, and you can see HP 8 down there. Here on the top and bottom, this is the bottom and then this is the top, that's plastic. It's a silver colored plastic. But the back is actually metal. So up top here you have your rear facing camera, you have your power button, your volume rocker, and you have stereo speakers down here. So far so good. I like the way it looks. HP 8 Generation 2, HP 7. As you can see, not a whole lot of difference in the size, and that's because the bezel on this device is fairly large, at least on the sides, where it's very thin on this device. The upgrade being obviously screen size, obviously processor, and of course this has the rear-facing camera, which this didn't. Now going back to the processor, again, like I mentioned before, this is an Intel, or has an Intel processor in it. This has an ARM-based processor in it, and that's another reason why I made the switch. The Intel processors work fine, but there are some apps that are not available on Intel Android platforms that are available on ARM-based Android platforms. So that's another reason why I made the switch. So you can probably see the camera here, and you can see behind that is my 8-foot projection screen up here in my attic. So let's get rid of that glare and let's fire this thing up for the first time, and then we'll go through the specs on the device. So the power button is on the right-hand side here. Let's hold that down. Let's see if there's a... Alright. There's a charge on here. It says HP, powered by Android. Everything seems to be stock Android. Very much stock Android on this. So let's go to the home screen here. And you get a cool little wallpaper there. The time is set to military time. Not a big deal. I'll always change that. I actually have a nice clock that I use. I believe it's called Easy Clock Widget. So, as we've gone over before, it's running Android KitKat version 4.4.2. It's running an all-winner quad-core A33 processor, and that's clocked at 1.2 gigahertz per core. Again, it's an 8-inch screen, or actually to be very precise, it's a 7.85-inch screen. And it's an IPS multi-touch enabled 1024 by 768 screen. It has 1 gigabyte of DDR3 SD RAM. It has 16 gigabytes of internal storage, and that's an eMMC drive, which is a solid-state drive. It has 802.11 B, G, and N, and Bluetooth 4.0 LE combo. The battery is a 4,000 milliamp lithium polymer battery, and it's rated for up to 7 hours. Now it has one micro SD port on it, which we'll look at in a second. It's expandable up to 32 gigabytes. One micro USB port, which of course is how you plug the device in. It has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and an integrated microphone. It has stereo speakers, an accelerometer, and a GPS. The color is slate silver. Again, the back is aluminum. The dimensions are 7.95 inches by 5.4 inches, and the thickness is 0.31 inches. It weighs 0.71 pounds. Oh, I forgot to mention the camera. The front-facing camera is a 0.3 megapixel shooter, and the rear-facing camera is a 2 megapixel camera. So that's what the device looks like from the left-hand side. From the top, You have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, you have your micro USB port, your microphone, and then this is a little notch here to pull off the back so you can access the SD card. We'll do that in a second, or the micro SD card, that is. Here's the right side of the device, and you can see mounted toward the back are the power and volume rocker keys. The bottom of the device looks like you can pop this one off too. It looks like you can pop the bottom off. I don't know if I really want to do it, but there is a little notch for that there, and that's where your speakers are, of course, on the rear. So I do have a spare micro SD card, and why don't I grab that and put it in here. So upon further inspection, just because there's a little notch down here, I don't think I want to try pulling it off. It seems a lot more firm down there. We're just going to use the top, because there is no documentation on the bottom coming off. There is documentation on the top coming off. So you see here it says SD, and we're going to pull that off. So I'm just going to wedge my fingernail under there, pop that off, and that's what you see there. You have the micro SD card slot here, and of course you have your camera there, and that's probably a radio here of some sort. I'm going to use my 8 gigabyte micro SD card that made a little cameo appearance in the HP Stream 7 case video. So let me just slide it in here, put it in the little trench there, and push it in. There we go. It's not spring-loaded like the Stream 7, but it doesn't need to be, because all you need to do is pull it out with your fingernail if you want to do that. So let's put this back on. There we go. Easy enough. So here's the HP Executive Capacitive Stylus, and again, I got this for free. I probably would not have purchased it if it didn't come for free, because I bought this stylus, which looks pretty similar to that one. Of course, we'll compare them when I've unboxed this. But I bought this stylus with 4 others. I'm sorry, with 3 others. So it was a package of 4. I bought this off of eBay, and it is made out of metal, and it's got the little front there that gives a little rubber tip there, and it has a place to put in your shirt pocket. Although I don't think I've ever put one of these in a shirt pocket. But I guess it's kind of makes it look more like a pen. But anyway, I got this along with 3 others on eBay for, I'm pretty sure, it's been a couple of years now, but I'm pretty sure I got it for $6 shipped for 4 of these. So over $19 for this, almost $20 for this. Would not pay that. So unless it has something, you know, spectacular going on with it, again, we'll make a comparison. But you know, I don't begrudge them. The margin on a lot of the devices, the HP Stream 7, the HP Stream 11, and of course the HP 8G2 are all inexpensive devices. I don't begrudge them charging a little bit extra for an accessory if somebody wants to buy it. It's sort of like a free-to-play game. Not everybody buys the add-ons in those games, but the people that do keep the companies afloat. So anyway, here we go. Let's open this thing up. Or actually, let's open this up. I didn't realize it had a little front door there, but just says in a lot of different languages, HP Executive Capacitive Stylus glides as elegantly as it looks with responsive touch control. Securely attach the stylus with the pen clip and a 1-year limited warranty. So I don't think I have to break any seals on this. I just open this up from the top and try not to damage it here. But there's the stylus, and wow, there's a lot of documentation there for a very basic stylus. It's not like it's an active stylus or anything like that. But let's get this out of here. And actually very similar to the one that I got off of eBay, although the one I got off of eBay is obviously smaller or shorter. But both made out of an aluminum, or at least something that appears to be aluminum. The HP has a little more weight to it, so it's probably a little bit better made. You have some HP branding on the top there. Back here is just an end here. You have your clip, again, for the shirt pocket or whatever. It's a little more tight than the one over here. I think this might be plastic up here on this one. And then of course you have the same tip on both of them, that little rubbery tip. So, pretty cool. Again, I wouldn't have purchased it, but it's nice to have. So here's how it works on the tablet. Pretty cool. Really the only reason I would use a stylus would be as if I would be drawing something, so if I'd be using an app where I need to draw. I know the place where I get my hair cut, she uses a Square type device. I know it's not Square, but if you're not familiar with Square, it's basically a device that plugs into your phone, and you can swipe credit cards with it and do transactions that way. And I do have to sign her phone sometimes, and if she has a stylus, I actually gave her one of the styluses that came in that pack. But I either have to sign it with my finger or a stylus, so it's much easier to sign your name with a stylus. So again, not something I'd be purchasing, but it's kind of cool. It matches the tablet itself there. So that's the HP 8 G2 Android tablet, and that's going to do it for this video. So if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe, and as always, if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up, favorite this video, or share this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.